Hujambo na karibu. Karibu tena katika ufalme wa Kiswahili. Kama jamii tunasaidiana kukikuza na kukiimarisha Kiswahili chetu kwa sababu tunaamini experts wa once beginners. Na wewe pia uko njiani kuwa mmoja wetu na kuongea Kiswahili kama mwenyeji. Kwa hiyo nakusihi, bonyeza hicho kidude hapo chini, subscribe, like, share na uweze kucomment hapo chini kuhusu hii video ambayo unatazama leo. Today we are going to mazungumzo number 4. Remember this mazungumzo book, mazungumzo, you can get it on Amazon so that we can continue reading it. I'm going to continue reading it till it's over and it has 84 conversations. So if you want to continue following me with this book and you want to read it on your own, you can go on Amazon and purchase it, okay? Or you can send me an email if you are in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, somewhere where someone can deliver it for you. You can send me an email or you can call me, go to my website swahilikingdom.com. You're going to find the details where to get me. Just contact me and you're going to get this book together with its audio, because I have QR codes here. I have QR codes here that when you scan, you get the audio. So now, today we are going to do mazungumzo 4 and next we are going to mazungumzo 5. And as usual, I read the conversation as I explain. We are still on the beginner side of the conversation. As you know, this book has been divided from beginner to very advanced conversations. So now we are still reading the beginner conversations until we reach mazungumzo 12. Then we are going to go to the upper beginner. As you know, I read and then I explain the hard words. You can see here it's written maneno magumu. The hard words in Swahili are explained, so I will explain them further, and if you don't understand, just comment down below so that we can go through it. And I like this conversation. This conversation is practically putting you in a situation where you will have to know the 5 Swahili question words. The 5 Swahili question words are written here, and then why I love it so much, it's because in the first conversation we learned about question words. So it's kind of repetition. You're going to get it again and you are going to be able to read it on your own if you have it. So now, today's conversation is about abiria. Abiria is passenger, and then conductor. Conductor is a conductor. Okay, conductor is a conductor. Now this conversation is from a real situation of how things happen here in Kenya. So when you read this book, the other thing that I like about it is that you are going to, with each conversation, you are going to get a snippet of the culture of Kenya. Okay, I believe most things are written, because I'm the one who wrote, are written with the Kenyan culture in mind. Since I'm a Kenyan, I have the Kenyan culture in mind and so forth. But yeah, you can speak with this Swahili in Tanzania or wherever you go. It is Kiswahili Mufti. Okay, Kiswahili, standard Swahili that is spoken or heard or read both in Kenya and in Tanzania. But now this one is Swahili conversations. Swahili conversations, daily conversations that happen in our lives, okay? So when you read it, you're going to notice that there are some, for example, I was reading it with my student and he noticed that there are some words that are used that are not used in grammar, and he was asking me about it. I explained, and then he said, oh, okay, that is okay, now I can understand. This one is written, this one is spoken. It's the same thing with your language. There are some things, for example, in English, you can say, I want to do something. I want to do something. But you can't write that. You're going to write, I want to do something, not I want to do something. So it is the same. Even in Swahili, there are some words that are, how can I say? There are some words that are just twacked and put in the written Swahili. Let's start. I mean in the spoken Swahili. Let's start. Mazungumzo baina ya abiria na conductor. Mazungumzo baina ya abiria na conductor. A conversation between a passenger and a conductor. In brackets it says, conductor anajaribu kushawishi mteja. Mteja is called Rehema. Mteja is a customer. Okay, we talked about mteja in the other conversation where someone was buying a jersey. Yes, someone was buying a pants and a t-shirt. We call it jersey. Those ones that are used for sports when you go to, as a fan of sports. Okay, when you go to the field to cheer your team up, you can wear that. Okay, so we talked about mteja in that last conversation. Mteja is a customer. Abiria is a passenger. Conductor anajaribu kumshawishi mteja Rehema. Mteja is Rehema in this situation. The name is Rehema. Awe abiria. Conductor anajaribu kumshawishi mteja awe abiria. The conductor is trying to convince the customer to be a passenger. Okay. Wanazungumza nje ya gari. They talk outside the vehicle. Hebu tusikilize mazungumzo yao kimakini. Let's listen to their conversation carefully, keenly. Okay, conductor starts. Mambo dada, you see how casual it is because it is out in the street. When it is out in the street, don't go saying ujambo. Okay, it sounds very formal. Mambo dada, ona, gari hili ni zuri, kuja uingie. Okay, the conductor says, hi lady, mambo dada. But when you say in Kenya, just say mambo most of the time. Avoid the word dada, kaka. Yeah, avoid that. Just say mambo. But when you are in somewhere like in Tanzania, you can use those words. They really show respect. Because when you tell someone mambo without saying dada, kaka, nyanya, babu, they feel offended. That's what I've heard from Tanzania. Okay, they really want to be mentioned and so forth. But in Kenya, no. Avoid that word. Mambo dada, hi sister, ona. Ona here is used in the same way as in English, the word see. For example, I can use it in English and say, if I want to explain something, so it is like emphasis. For example, if someone asks me a question and I respond, look or see. Okay, let me use look. Look, this plan is not going to work. Okay, so you are using look to capture, to get their attention. And here in Swahili we are using ona. Ona. We can also say angalia or tazama. Okay, to capture the attention of someone. Gari hili ni zuri. This vehicle is nice. Kuja uingie. Come, get inside. Kuja uingie. Then Rehema says, poa sana. We. Nani amesema anataka kuingia gari hili? Fine. And then where, it's just an expression. Who told you I want to get in this vehicle? Who told you I want to get in this vehicle? So the conductor just found her standing somewhere near the vehicle. Then the conductor says, tazama, you know. Now that is another way, okay? Instead of saying ona, tazama, to capture the attention. Tazama, dada. Tunafika kokote uendako. Unaenda wapi? Look, sister. As I said, in Kenya, avoid using the words dada, kaka, blah, blah, blah. In Tanzania, use them. Okay? Okay. Conductor is saying, tazama dada. Look, sister. Tunafika kokote uendako. We are getting anywhere you want to go. Where are you going? Unaenda wapi? Question word, wapi. Do you remember it? Wapi. Unaenda wapi. And then I mentioned something, nani. Nani is who. Nani alisema anataka kuingia hili gari? Who said I want to enter this vehicle? Okay, unaenda wapi? Where are you going? Nani, wapi. Remember those two. Then Rehema says, Hebu rudi nyuma wewe. The word hebu, I have explained it severally in this channel, but let me explain it again because I'm very glad to explain this word. Hebu is a word that is used to capture attention as well. Okay, but when you say hebu, it's like you are angry, or you don't want what the other person is telling you. So you are telling them hebu as an alarm or something to tell them stop. Okay? So Rehema says, hebu rudi nyuma wewe. Could you step back? The conductor maybe had gotten closer to the lady Rehema. Could you step back? Yeah? Hebu rudi nyuma wewe. Rudi nyuma. Umekaa siku ngapi bila kuoga? Okay, now Rehema is asking the conductor, how many days have you stayed without taking a shower? Okay, and then the conductor says, unafanya nini sasa? What are you doing now? Unafanya nini? You remember nini? What? Question word. Unafanya nini sasa? What are you doing now? Usiongee hivi dada. Usiongee hivyo dada. Don't talk like that, sister. Remember, in Kenya, avoid using the words dada, kaka, blah, 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 blah. But you can use them at some point, but especially when you are in very casual conversations, avoid them completely.